Welcome back. It's now time for your midday sports. Jamaica's Sunshine Girls stretched their perfect win record at the Netball World Cup to 4 today, following a less than convincing 61-49 win over Uganda in the second phase of the preliminary round. After a 15-12 opening quarter advantage, the Sunshine Girls blew the Ugandans out in the second quarter with a dominant 23-9 performance for a 38-21 halftime lead. However, the Jamaicans were outscored 16-11 in the third, while the fourth ended in a tie at 12 apiece, as the Jamaicans came away with a 12-goal victory at 61-49. The Connie Francis coached team is joint top of the second preliminary group, with New Zealand on 6 points. The Sunshine Girls take on Trinidad and Tobago on Wednesday before opposing New Zealand on Thursday. A top two finish ensures a semi-final berth. Navaski Anderson lowered his Jamaican national record in the men's 800 metres after he ran a minute 44.70 seconds to place second at the DC Track Championships in Fairfax, Virginia on Sunday. He improved on his previous national record of a minute 45.02 set in June last year. The mark saw the 23-year-old former San Diego High student earning the qualification time needed for the World Athletics Championships just in the nick of time. And the championships, of course, slated for August 19 to 27 in Budapest, Hungary. Anderson clocked a minute 47.67 for second at the National Senior Championships earlier this month, behind Rajay Hamilton, who clocked a minute 47.28 to get the victory. Now, unlike New Zealand, the co-hosts Australia prolonged their stay at the FIFA Women's World Cup. This after thrashing CONCACAF powerhouse and Olympic champions Canada 4-0 in their Group B clash. Earlier today in Melbourne, needing a win to qualify, the Australians stormed into a 2-0 lead courtesy of a double from Hayley Raso in the 9th and 39th minutes is when she got those goals. The Matildas made it 3-0 in the 58th minute with Mary Fowler, and they capped off the resounding win in stoppage time. Steph Catley converting a penalty for that 4-0 victory. Australia finished top of the group with 6 points after Nigeria ended goalless with Ireland to make progress. Elsewhere in the group, well, in Wellington, New Zealand, Japan hammered Spain 4-0 to top the group with a perfect 9 points from 3 games. The Japanese raced to a 3-0 lead at half-time with a double from Hinata Miyazawa. They finished off the scoreline in the 82nd minute thanks to Mina Tanaka. And Costa Rica's participation at the tournament ended without a win following a 3-1 defeat to Zambia. And head coach of Jamaica's women's football team, Lorne Donaldson, says he is fully aware that a counter-attacking strategy will be needed against Brazil at the FIFA Women's World Cup for their crucial Group F clash in Melbourne on Wednesday morning Jamaica time. The Jamaicans, after their historic first win against Panama on Saturday, need only a point to make their maiden appearance in the round of 16, and Donaldson is not naive to what will happen in the clash against the South Americans.
Attacks in waves and attacks in waves and attacks in waves, and all their skilled players coming out because, again, I think the first 15 minutes they will come like a bunch of wild hyenas just coming out, just getting after their prey, and we have to be ready to fight fire with fire.
Jamaica and Brazil met in the 2019 edition in France, where the Brazilians walked away with a 3-0 victory. Wednesday's match kicks off at 5 in the morning. Of course, we're going to have live coverage for you right here on a TVJ. And a whirlwind century from former West Indies captain Nicholas Pooran powered the Mumbai Indians New York to the inaugural Major League Cricket title in the United States on Sunday night by virtue of a 7-wicket win over the Seattle Orcas. Pooran smashed 13 sixes and 10 fours in his unbeaten 137 from 55 balls while chasing 184 for victory. Trinidadian Pooran, who was the stand-in captain for Kieron Pollard, pulled out due to injury, blitzed his way to 100 from 40 balls as MI New York got to their target with 24 deliveries to spare. That's your Midday Sports. Shamela?
Thank you, Jordan. And that's the Midday News. I'm Shamela Pullen. Join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the news, sports and production teams, good afternoon.